Welcome to Impro's Gothic Horror Unscripted. So in order for us to have our play start today, we need a suggestion from you that something happened in the town, something spooky, like there was a vampire discovered in town, or there is a ghost that was found in church. So if you would put your suggestion in the chat, we will all introduce ourselves, and each person will give a physical description of themselves so that the visually impaired will have a better idea of what's going on.
Hi, hello everyone. I'm Simone. I have long light brown hair. I'm wearing a black clothing. And thank you for being here.
Hi, I'm Debbie from Los Angeles. I have mostly gray hair and I am wearing fake pearls.
Hello, I'm Evelyn. I am wearing mostly black and some interesting jewelry, and I have platinum hair. Haha.
Hi, I'm Nikki. I'm wearing a black lace top, a pearl necklace, and my black hair is pulled back in a bun.
Hi, I'm Norm Cook, currently about 200 miles off the coast of Mexico. I am wearing a white shirt with a dark bow tie, I have glasses and receding gray hair.
Hi, I'm Paul Rogan from England. I have considerably less hair than I used to. I am a slim gentleman, and I am wearing a wing-collared shirt and a dark jacket.
Hi, I'm Diane Kelly. I have blonde hair that's done up in curls. I am wearing a Victorian dress that has black lace and blood red chiffon. So we would also like to thank Carrie Coleman and Paul Rogan for being such outstanding teachers and mentors in this process. So let's go to the chat now and see which one has been chosen for our suggestion. All the cats are missing. What a wonderful suggestion. So enjoy Gothic horror with the suggestion, all the cats are missing.
Oh, oh, I had such a long nap. Good Lord, it feels like I've been sleeping for years. Ah, I don't know what I'm doing here, actually. What am I doing in the dungeon? This is very strange. I don't remember anything. I don't remember why I came down here. It must have been a reason. Oh, this is all mysterious. I'm going upstairs to see what's going on.
Hey,
Oh,
you're not
hello,
going anywhere.
I beg your pardon.
You're not going anywhere.
I heard you. What are you talking about?
Look, Madame Zaronsky, you came here to perform a seance for me, and you're not leaving until you do. And if I have to keep you here in this basement dungeon, then so be it.
Really? Is that what happened? I must have been asleep for ages.
Well,
Good. All
yeah,
right
it's
then.
been a while. Yeah, you could say that.
And who are you, may I ask?
Why, you don't recognize me? Ah, my name is Charles Emerson Lyle Roberts. You
Charles
can call
Emerson
me.
Lyle Roberts?
Yes, that's my
I
name.
will call you Charles if you don't mind. My memory isn't that good. I won't remember all those names. It seems silly. So, well, if I promised you a seance, I will give you one. But first, I will have a few minutes to collect myself. If you don't mind, we will talk later.
Sisters, I can't find Sally Sue. Where could she be? Let me come in from the garden.
Edwina, you're always outdoors when the rest of us just want to be inside.
I know. It's what, Abigail, I've been telling Edwina all the time that if she stays outside looking for those cats, she's just going to dirty up her beautiful dress. And it's no place for a lady.
No.
I didn't want to go outside, but Sally Sue loves it out there. What could I do? She loves the garden. Uh, don't tell Mama. It's a little muddy even as we speak. But where could she be?
Edwina, you need to stop worrying about the cat and start worrying about what's important.
What could be more important than the love of a little creature?
The fact that my new husband, Charles, has let us all live here and we are under his good graces, and I want my two sisters to be on their best behavior. You know, he's a very, very strict man, and I want this wedding to go well.
Abigail, we won't do anything to jeopardize your upcoming wedding. I'll help Edwina look for the cat and everything will be fine.
Oh, thank you, Sandra. Thank you. And I promise, Edwina, no, nothing, Abigail, nothing will go wrong. I won't look for her after sundown.
Thank you. Thank you. This house makes me uneasy. There's always a chill to it, and all these photographs everywhere of this woman that looks so old, and I'm so glad I have my sisters with me.
Abby,
Who she could be.
I don't know, but Abby, are you sure this marriage is something you want?
I mean, I definitely care for him, and sisters, we needed somewhere to live. I'm doing this for all of us.
I know.
But like
I'm sorry,
you said,
Abigail.
He's so strict. I just wonder if he can make you happy, Abigail.
Sisters, I have you two to make me happy as long as we're together.
Edwina. Wow. Wow. Edwina. Wow.
I can hear you. Sally Sue? Is that you? Is that you?
I'm locked in the closet. Oh,
My sweet little kitty. Oh. Come
I
to
don't
me.
understand. Lock me in the closet.
You know what? I feel that I should look in the closet. I don't know why. I just feel that you're telling me that somehow with your meows. Boy, I don't know who did this, but they're going to be sorry.
That's my Edwina. Oh.
Sweetie, I'll find you. I will.
I can't find my way out of here. It seems it's daylight out. That must be it. I don't like the sunshine. I've never liked the sunshine, I remember now. So maybe I'm supposed to hold seances down here. I'm not sure who I am. And Charlie, whoever he is, expects me to do a seance. Well, maybe I should.
Oh, hello. Oh,
Hello.
hello. I'm so
Hello.
sorry. Are you in some difficulty? I heard voices down through the floor of my my apartments, and I thought I would explore and see why are you down here?
I, in your apartment? I
Yes,
thought this
my
was
apartment's in the big house. I'm the brother of Charles, the owner of the house, and I'm here for the wedding, and I still have apartments left over from when I used to live here when I was a young one. I am,
that sounds
hmm,
charming.
yeah, my name is Patrice.
Patrice.
My
What in
mother
the
was
world?
French, and she always wanted to name me a French name, so my name is Patrice.
Patrice.
Hmm,
Yes, how fun.
hmm.
uh,
Would you like
the,
to come up into the house because there is a secret staircase. We used to play here all the time when we were young.
ah, well, I tell you, when it's dark outside, I'll come up. I don't like the daytime too much. So, what
Oh,
time is it now?
mysterious. It's around 5:30 p.m., so it'll be dark. Well, the sun is just setting over the rocks on the ocean right now. So another half hour or so, you can come out. It's very mysterious.
Very well, Patrice. Patrice,
Mm.
interesting name. I would love to meet you. I'll be seeing you
Well, we have
soon.
met now. We just haven't been formally introduced. We've been informally introduced.
That's all right too. I like that.
Well, when you're ready, just pull on the chain just next to this little dimple in the wall and the secret
Very
panel.
well.
Goodbye.
Excellent. No, goodbye.
Sally Sue, I'm so glad I found you in the closet. I'm gonna keep you down here. I don't think anyone else is down here. You'll be safe, sweetheart.
Hold on here.
Oh,
Everyone, what's that cat doing here?
Charles, Charles, please, please, it's just Edwina, come up to the house, get out of the dungeon, come upstairs. I see you.
Abigail, what's going on here?
Charles, my love, it's just my sister and her eccentricities. It's really nothing to concern yourself with, my love. I,
Look, you know I can't abide cats. That's one reason why I exterminated them all.
I
And now, on top of that, Madame Goronsky has disappeared from the basement. Do you know anything about that?
no, no, I merely know that as a new bride to be, I'm surrounded in this cold house of yours with old paintings of another woman, Charles, and
Those are none of your business, Abigail. And Edwina,
yes,
I
sir.
can
Yes, sir.
tell you've had a hand in this.
Oh, no, not at all, not at all. And there certainly aren't any hats left around here. I mean, we wouldn't do that, would we, Abigail? No, no. Uh,
I just heard a cat. I thought I saw it too.
that, oh, that's me.
that's
Just clearing my throat. That's all that was. And we can't abide cats, can we, Abigail? We don't like them at all.
no,
So
no, one of the reasons I agreed to marry you, Charles, was that I abhor cats myself, and it was one of the traits that just made me fall so deeply for you.
All right, well, that better be, or there's gonna be trouble.
Charles,
goodness.
somebody else. Is that good? Where is Patrice, I wonder? He invited me to come up.
But, oh,
Oh, somebody said, oh. Who are you? Is somebody here?
yes. I'm Sandra. You could call me Sandy.
Sandy.
I'm the sister of the bride, or a sister of the bride. Are you here for you're here for the wedding, I assume?
Oh, well, I suppose I can stay for the wedding. I just recently came back from a very long sleep and I wasn't sure where I was, you know. It's interesting, the whole thing.
You know, I feel like I've seen your painting. It's all over the house on the
Who have
third
you?
floor. That is you, right?
Ooh, I suppose it must be. Tell me about that.
Oh, well, there's actually one right here as well on the wall.
Oh, yeah, I
It
see.
looks so, I mean, that must be you. It has your chiseled facial expressions, and the
Well,
beauty in the
yes,
picture is
yes,
obviously
yes, I
you.
remember this. Yes, I remember sitting with that painting a long time ago. It seems.
Mm.
It's
Yeah, it seems in the old
interesting.
style.
Yes, very much so. I understand I know how to give seances. Somebody called Charles said I owe him a seance, but I'm not so sure about that. But Patrice wanted me to come up, so I'm waiting for him to see what he has to say. Hmm? You know who I'm talking
Be
about?
careful around those Oh, hello, Patrice. It's
Oh,
such an honor to
hello.
see you.
Uh,
The
I,
babe.
uh, I'm very delighted to see you, Sandra. How is your sister? Is she preparing well for the wedding?
Yes, Abby is
Hmm.
more than ready for the wedding, and her sisters are here to support her at her side and protect
As I
her
was
the way that
approaching,
bridesmaids must.
I heard you mentioning the great similarity between the many pictures on the wall and our visitor, who I found wandering around in uh,
In the dungeon,
the
actually,
dun.
yes.
I think there's no other word than dungeon, really, to be
The
used.
dungeons are so calming, aren't they?
I thought she was a member of your family.
Oh, in a way, she is. I pretended not to know her, but I know
Oh,
her history. I don't know her personally, but I know her history. I left here, you see, when I was 20. I went to live in France for a while. Je parle français, you know. And did I mention my mother was French?
No, you
oh.
know, I've always wanted to go to France.
Hmm. Well, perhaps I can take you as part of a family trip one day.
That
Oh,
would be
that would be
lovely.
Hmm.
interesting. Yes. I
So
usually don't go on many trips, but I might make an exception, perhaps. I don't know.
there is a family chateau in the Loire Valley, which fell into the family's hands after everybody there passed away mysteriously some years ago.
Ah, oh,
Hmm.
yes.
I lived
I
there
remember that
here.
story, actually. Yes, that was a very interesting time, wasn't it?
It was, yes, a time of great tragedy for our family. I hope that Sandra, that your family does not have a history of tragedy. In fact, your three sisters, myself and my brother, talk often of the great vitality you bring, the great life, the sense of living that all three of you are likely to bring to our family.
Hmm. Well, yes, when we grew up, our mother and father instilled a love of music and dance and cheerfulness.
Hmm. And that's great culture. Why, it almost sounds as if your mother was French.
Oh, yes, she was it, actually.
Hmm.
A very international family who lives in this house then now, I mean.
I think my sister is calling me. I must go and attend to her needs as, the bride.
I'm
Sally. Oh,
I-
hello.
hello. I'm here to see Charles. I must see Charles.
Well, I see. And what might your name be?
My name is Gertrude Simmons, and
Oh, sure.
I need to see him immediately. Do you know where he is?
Yes, I'll find him for you. Won't you have a seat? He's about to be married, but you must be aware of that. I'm sure, Miss Gertrude. Uh, in fact, the wedding is impending. To our sister. I'm not sure what to say. Shall I bring you some tea? You seem distressed.
I, I, I need to talk to Charles.
I'll find him right away.
Thank you. Charles. I know.
Charles,
Gertrude,
you
Gertrude,
arrived
what are you doing here?
she insisted on seeing you right away. I'm sorry if I've done wrong. I'll leave you to.
If I could have a minute alone with him, I would have really appreciate it. Charles, you left France. You proposed to me in France. What now? I hear you're marrying somebody else. I don't understand.
Gertrude,
Oh,
you
this is
never understood. You never understood my life. And now I am on the verge of greatness as soon as I marry Abigail and Madam Goronsky. You are here to facilitate my rise to power.
I will do everything to
Gertrude,
stop
you
you.
must leave.
I will do everything to stop you. I'm going to go and see about casting a spell. You mess with me and you will feel the ramifications of it.
Hear my words, Gertrude. You will not succeed, Madam Goronsky. I now need you more than ever before. Gertrude must
Yes.
not succeed. You must help me stop her.
You have always needed me, my dear Charles. If you remember years ago, we made a pact that if you would join me, you know where? We would always be together through the years, so of course I can help you.
That's what I thought.
Yes. Sometimes you forget, but that's on purpose. But it's not always good to know where we come from or where we're going.
But
But
how
we
did
are
you get out of the dungeon anyway?
get what?
How did you get out of the dungeon?
Get
You're up
out of
there in
the.
the house.
I don't know what you mean.
Was it my
I'm
brother Patrice? Did Patrice let you out?
no. No. No, things are not like they used to be. I have to be very careful Nobody must know who I really am until the time is right. I tried to play little tricks to keep people occupied away from the real story. You understand that? They can't know what we have in mind, you know. All right, so fine. It's getting light out. I have to leave. I'll see you soon.
Edwina, have you seen Abigail?
No, I have not, but someone has arrived named Gertrude and she's sworn to marry Charles. She's determined. I think this is our chance to save Abby from a horrible, loveless marriage. Don't you think?
I think our concerns are much bigger than that, Edwina.
What do
I
you
know
mean?
that you're the glass half full kind of person, but we must find Abigail.
What do you think has happened?
Don't you
I'm
feel
sure
it?
she's.
Don't you feel a change in your energy? I mean, you look so pale compared to when we first arrived, and I can feel, I feel like I'm being depleted of my energy. It's so much harder to be cheerful and to smile. The corners of my mouth feel so heavy recently, ever since we arrived in this place.
Oh, my dear Sandy, I've been putting on a good show, I must tell you, but I don't feel well either. We need to leave this place. We need to find Abigail and leave this place. Anything is better. Anything is better than this. Let's find her as soon as we can.
Even if we must trick her, we must leave this house
Yes.
before the wedding, or it will be too
Yes.
late for us.
I have to get out of that house for a bit. It's cat
Oh.
bones. It's all.
I'm sorry, Abigail. You remember me, Patrice?
Yes. Yes, Patrice, hello. I just needed a bit of night air. I just so stuffy in that house sometimes, you know.
What have you found there? Cat bones, is it?
A whole full of cat bones.
Cat bones.
Cat bones and skulls and some whiskers.
Whiskers take longer to decay.
Yes, apparently. I just, Patrice, tell me the truth. Your brother, it seems that there are so many women that seem to still hold his attention, both live women and women who seem to no longer be of this world.
Tell me, are you thinking of leaving?
It's
just that I heard you talking to yourself out loud, and it included the notion that you may not be happy here. You may not be willing to go through with the marriage. You and your sisters bring such life, such a life force to our family, which, as you have...
Oh.
Ah, Madame Goronsky.
Hello. I heard you talking out here. Don't try to stop Abigail from doing what she must.
But Madame Goronsky, her and her sisters bring such a life force.
Well, we will see about that. She has her future in my hands, as you very well know. And since it's dark outside, we're all in very good spirits, as it were. I will leave you to talk some more. I must depart for a moment.
Patrice, what happened to your brother's past wives? And why is he looking for a wife now?
They wanted to leave, Abigail. They wanted to leave, but that was a bad idea. They shouldn't leave, Abigail. Nobody should leave.
So, Patrice, I have the feeling you've been undermining my efforts.
Why do you say that, brother?
How else could Madame Goronsky get out of the dungeon?
I heard her plaintive cries. I went down to rescue her and bring her back, because what use is she in a dungeon? Has she done her
What
seance
use?
yet? Hmm?
Why? Why, without her, I can't do my seance, and now there seems to be some sort of cat running around this manor.
Charles, you've nearly ruined the family once with your obsession with cats. It has to end, Charles. It has to end. It'll be the ruination of us as it was in France.
Listen to me, Patrice. I am the head of this family.
Oh, you always remind me of that, Charles. I am simply the brother who did not inherit anything and depends upon you for largesse. That's a French word taught to me by our French mother.
Yes, you have retained your Frenchness, even in the face of all of this, which could lead both of us to great power. But
Yes.
you seem to.
I am not trying to interfere with anything, Charles. You did the right thing by luring these 3 women to this house. Their life force, Charles. Their life force.
Yes, Patrice, that is exactly right. But if Madame Goronsky is loose upon the grounds, or if there's a cat loose, it could ruin everything.
Control
Don't you
yourself, Charles. Just
understand?
decide to be not triggered by cats. It's so easy.
Easy for you, Patrice. Easy for you.
Sandra,
Abigail, I'm so worried for you.
this room leads to the dungeon, and I see something moving down there, but they seem not to come up. Sandra, why are you worried for me?
We must leave at once. Edwina, you and me, we must. I heard the most horrible things. There's no time to explain. We must go.
You must
Sister,
go
will
right
you-
now, Abigail.
We spent forever looking for somewhere to live, and we finally have a warm home over our heads. What?
Tell her, Sandra, tell her what you heard.
If we stay here, we shall not survive. Do you not feel all of your energy when your rosy cheeks are no longer roses, but they are but pale imitations of the beautiful rose that lived in them?
And my hair seems to be coming out in clumps. That's never happened before.
It's as though something is sucking us dry, as though we're being melted away. We need to leave now.
Sandra, do you remember that story that Mother used to tell us to scare us when we were little, of those brothers from 200 years ago that
Yes, the
that
brothers
were
from France.
the brothers from France, and how we used to get so frightened as little children, and she would say, the brothers will come back and take you if you don't be good.
The brothers will come and eat your souls if you don't eat your vegetables.
Yes, the brothers will suck your eyes out as if they were cat brains.
The brothers will carve out your heart and put it up on a fire and eat like a steak.
What if these are the brothers? These could be the brothers.
And
Patrice is from France.
those brothers were from hundreds of years ago. They're just a legend.
No, I don't think so. My heart tells me something more is happening to us, and something is not right here. Look at the paintings on the wall of this woman.
But
So
they could be the ancestors of those same brothers. Maybe
So-
our mother was telling us the story as a myth to warn us.
As a warning, as a warning.
Okay, so in the stories, Abby, in the stories, how were the brothers defeated? They were defeated, right? I can't remember that part. I just remember the scary part because I was so much. You're older and you remember best.
I remember somehow that the cats were the only way to defeat them. And
The
that's and hence an aversion to cats.
Yes, they despise cats.
No.
I'll
must-
find Sally Sue. Maybe Sally Sue can make a difference here. Maybe she can save us. Maybe she can overcome the two brothers. I'll go to the cellar.
Come,
We'll go
Edwina,
find
let's find her.
Together. Let's go together.
What?
Charles, I have taken care of the cats. There aren't any more in town. Let's keep it that way. You know what happens when the cats take over. We have
Yes,
come this
yes.
far. It's our turn now.
Sally Sue.
What?
Sally Sue.
Who's there? Who's there?
Oh, Sally Sue.
What?
Sally Sue. Come with me. Come with me. Yeah, girl. Oh, my dear. Yes, we need you. We need you.
Charles?
Get away from us, you mean old cat.
You've got to do something. This is what's
Sally
happening
Sue.
here?
Jump on him.
Edwina,
Jump on him. It's
Edwina.
okay.
Edwina, get out of here. Take your cat
Oh.
and leave.
Edwina, take that
Ow! Ow! Charles, I feel we're losing. We're losing. Somehow or other they're onto us. I'm not
Yes,
happy.
yes. We must act faster. Now that you are regaining your memories, it is time to perform the seance.
I don't know. It may be too late for us after all. I came back to save us. But it seems they've discovered our secret. Perhaps we'd better leave now while there's still a chance for us.
Haven't come this far to fail. We must try one more time.
I don't know if I have the strength to continue with this. Cats, indeed, cats. I thought they were all gone. They were supposed to be all gone. One got left. At least one. I have to get out of here. I can't breathe. I can't breathe.
No, Madam Gronsky. Don't leave. We're so close. So close.
Charles, I've got the potion here and the spell. Oogly golly and now all I have to do is put the salt around you and it will contain you. And here's Sally Sue, because that's what you will be contained in. A cat. A cat. That's just what you deserve. So let me get the salt all around you. And there's Sally.
Gertrude! Gertrude! Get away! Get away, Gertrude!
Containment, containment, containment.
No, no, you will not cause me to fail again, Gertrude.
You don't have any power over this spell, and you are wrapped in salt now. You will have to be contained, and it will be in Sally Sue's body.
No, 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 no. Stop it. Stop.
Justice, justice.
Well, ladies, I can't say I blame you for all leaving. I'm so sorry to see you all go. Perhaps we can meet again. Have you seen my brother, by the way? I saw a cat scampering about, but not my brother. Well, perhaps one day you'll come to visit me at our chateau in France.
Perhaps, but perhaps not.
Well, as
It
they
was
say,
wonderful to meet you, Patrice, but I'm afraid our paths must go in separate directions for now.
oh well.
Yes. All the best to you, and
Meilleure
safe
chance
voyage.
la prochaine fois.
Au revoir.
Au
Au
revoir.
revoir.
Hello, everyone. Thank you very much for being here on our show. Sorry for the technical difficulties and our late start. So we'll be soon starting our next show. Downton Abbey. And I'm going to pass over to Sheila Merle, who is going to be introducing the show and the cast. And we'd like to thank you very much for being here. And we hope that you can stay around for the second show. Sheila Merle, if you could hop on. Ava? Could you mute Ava?
Impro Theater and the cast and crew of this online performance would like to take this time to honor the indigenous peoples of the ancestral and unceded homelands we each inhabit, and to consider the legacy of colonization. In Los Angeles, we pay our respect to the Gabrielina Tongva peoples. Impro Theater supports the promotion of an anti-racist world, where we recognize diversity, equity, and inclusion as central to our values. We are listening, learning, and growing. We invite you to join us in taking action wherever we can to create a more just world.
Welcome back to Impro Theater's Advanced Narrative Class Showcase. This cast will be performing Upstairs, Downton Stairs, a fully improvised play in the English manor house style of the early 1900s, where the lives above stairs in the mansion were very different from below stairs. This play is directed by Paul Rogan, and we too would like a suggestion from you to inspire our play. Please type in the chat your suggestion for an event that might take place at the manor. A royal visit, a garden party, competition, any event that strikes your fancy. And while you do that, we will introduce ourselves, including a description for the visually impaired.
Hi, I am still Debbie from LA, and I still have mostly gray hair, and I am still wearing cheap pearls.
I'm Cheryl in Los Angeles. I'm wearing a very fancy hat, hiding my blue hair, and I too am wearing pearls. Mine, however, are real.
Hi, I'm Norm Cook. I am currently out in the middle of the Pacific Ocean, and I am a white male with glasses and receding gray hair. And today I'm wearing a white shirt with a vest and a bow tie.
Well, la-di-da. Some people know me as Doc. Some people know me as Feral. Oh, I forgot I talk like this. I am wearing a black blouse at the moment. My long, wavy, curly gray hair is in a turn of the 19th to 20th century style. And the only pearls I have are pearls of wisdom.
Oh, well, just skip me then.
Hi. Hi, I'm Sheila Merle, first name. I have short light brown hair, blue eyes. I sometimes wear glasses, and I'm wearing one of those wonderfully silly fascinator hats with a Victorian blouse. I am going to do the sometimes glasses to see what we have. Ah, an aristocrat is unmasked as really being a commoner. So welcome to Upstairs, Downton Stairs, fully improvised. I am so excited. I'm so excited. The Duke is coming. Oh, sister, please come in. You must help me plan.
Oh, of course, my dear, of course. And what were you thinking of doing for the day?
Well, we must have a special feast for him, and perhaps let's see, something in the garden. What would you suggest?
Ah, a tea in the garden. That would be quite lovely. Now tell me, dear, tell me, Esmeralda, tell me about this Duke. He's new, isn't he, to the community?
Yes, he has just moved from London to the country, my dear Sybil. And he, well, I've been told he's very handsome and very rich. And you know we need it. As beautiful as this looks on the surface, the house is crumbling.
And is he quite eligible?
Well, so I've been told.
Why, Esmeralda, this could be our chance.
Yes, Sybil. Oh, yes, Sybil.
Oh, Mrs. Johnson, thank you so much for hiring me. I mean, I know I'm a bit older than what you might usually want working in a kitchen, but, that just means I have experience, and all my children are scattered. Well, there's some children I haven't even seen since childhood, but there was some unfortunate business. So I appreciate this opportunity so much.
Well, let me tell you something. I think the older, the wiser. That's how it works. And I'm quite impressed by your credentials and your skills. But we do have quite a challenge ahead of us. Well, there's a duke that's coming, and we're going to have a tea party in the garden. Don't ask me why they come up with these atrocious ideas, but it's going to be on us, isn't it? Quite a bit of work.
But a duke, I mean, blimey, that's was fancy, a duke in a garden. Oh my, I'm gonna like working here.
Oh, yes, and he's quite handsome from everything I've been told. We could
Oh.
at least maybe spell something in front of him and bend over, couldn't we? Just for a moment.
Oh, I didn't know this is a naughty kitchen. Oh my. Mrs.
Just a thought, that's
Johnson.
all. Oh, please, call me Nance. Call me Nance. We're friends already, aren't we?
We
Well, we
are.
better get to work. We've got lots of pies to make for tomorrow's event.
Yes, Nance.
Right.
Welcome there, Duke. Welcome to the Green Mansion. We've all been hearing so much about you and have been expecting you. May I take your hat? Oh, thank you, thank you. So
Yes.
and
what is your name?
My name is Alfred.
Alfred.
I'm the head butler.
Mm-hmm. But Alfred, I have to say, it's very impressive. It's a magnificent house. The gardens behind me are quite splendid.
Yes,
is
our
the mistress,
gardener does quite a spectacular job.
is the mistress of the house available? I've
Yes,
come to-
please follow me into the sitting room and I shall notify her that you are here.
Thank you.
Oh, Duke Bridgewater, it is so charming to meet you. Oh, yes, no, I am not Lady Esmeralda, but I am her younger sister. Would you like a glass of sherry? Yes, please help yourself. We are so happy to welcome you to the neighborhood. Esmeralda will be here in a moment. Of course, she's just getting herself ready. Being older, of course, she needs a little more time. You understand how that goes, I'm sure.
Of course. You look very glamorous indeed. Sybil, was it?
Yes.
Yes, your
yes.
sister has mentioned a great deal about you. Have I possibly met you in some party somewhere in London or in Brighton?
Perhaps in Brighton, perhaps, of course. I go there every summer without fail, but I certainly would have remembered a gentleman as striking as you are, and as tall, and with such savoir-faire, such je ne sais quoi.
Such what?
Oh, Lord Norman, you have arrived. I'm sorry I wasn't notified.
I arrived and your butler met me. I hoped I was going to be properly announced, but I'm not. I don't want to judge the standards of your house, but that's a little disappointing, Lady Esmeralda, to not be properly announced by your butler.
Esmeralda, I introduced myself to Lord Bridgewater. Lord Bridgewater, this is my lovely sister, Esmeralda.
Oh, yes, no, we have
Yes,
had.
we have met.
Mhm, yes.
We have met, yes, in London, I'm sure, at one of those parties, yes.
Yes.
Lord Norman, welcome. I'm sorry we weren't introduced properly, but we are more casual here in the country, you know.
Yes.
And yes.
What is your schedule for dinner and such like?
Well, this afternoon I thought we would have a tea in the garden, and Some of the neighbors may stop by to meet you. Your reputation has preceded you, Lord Norman.
Oh, it
And I
does.
see Sybil has made you feel welcome.
Oh, she has. Most welcome. Most welcome indeed.
Oh. Well, if you wish to freshen up, I'm sure Alfred, our casual butler, will show you to your suite of rooms. And we shall meet in the garden later.
Well, I shall look forward to it immensely.
Yes.
The Duke is already here. He's here right now. Lord Norman Bridgewater. Oh, he's ever so handsome. They didn't know I was peeking, of course, through the corner, but I had to see him, didn't I?
Well, of course,
word.
love. No one can blame you for that. Got to take a little look. It's all right. Why, I would peek when I was working in the great houses of my youth. You know, this isn't my first time in a great house. I just, I would love to meet a head butler. You can really tell what a staff is like when you see the head butler. No offense to you, love. I mean, you're the chief cook and whatnot, but it's the butler what sets the tone. Am I right?
And when we love our Alfred, it's a bit informal, but he is ever so sweet.
Oh.
He's a lovely soul, and I've loved him for years. Don't tell anyone, don't say a word.
What?
Oh, he's ever so lovely, and
This is a naughty kitchen, isn't it?
it is indeed. He doesn't know how I feel, but he's a lovely soul. Kind and, well, he's just my type. He's just right for me. But anyway, now we better get ready. Get ready for the tea. We need 2 types of tea. We need the pies.
Right.
We need the truffles.
Right.
I just hope we can make it by 4.
Right.
Oh, Betty,
Right.
I hate this kind of
I'll
pressure.
prepare him some. Right. I'll prepare it all so Mr. Alfred can serve it upstairs.
Lady Esmeralda.
Come inside, Alfred. Come inside at once.
Yes, my lady. I have some scones and tea for the Duke.
It's too early, Alfred. Come inside the drawing room.
Yes, Mom, just...
I'm tired. I do not wish to talk through the window. There, all right. Alfred? Alfred? You
Yes, Mom.
You are not wearing your suit jacket like I told you. I have given you this job because of our old emotional connection. We were raised together as children, my dear, around the estate, but you're not living up.
I'm sorry, Mom. I had a rip in this elbow, and I haven't had it repaired yet, and I just have the one coat.
Oh, Alfred, I care about you so much, and I want so badly that you stay here, because it makes me feel good just having you around. But now, what did you call him? He's known as Lord Norman, Duke of Bridgewater. You must address him properly if we wish to have him stay.
Yes, Lady Esmeralda. I'm very sorry. This is. I just don't quite know how to do my job. It seems.
Well, I did warn him we're more casual here, but first, your posture. You must stand up straighter. You represent this household. And Sybil, Lady Sybil and I, we need your support. We need the toque. Please try hard.
Yes, Lady Esmeralda.
And you know, tea is at 4. Tea is not at 2. All right? No, please. Buck up, man. Buck up.
Well, I haven't learned.
Forgive me for interrupting. Alfred, I've been looking for you. Are those Christmas decorations behind you? Don't tell me. It's already May and you've forgotten to take the Christmas decorations down. I don't think that's very impressive at all.
Oh, Duke. We celebrate Christmas all year long. My mother was so attached to Christmas that it's...
Are you crying, Alfred?
It's just that
I'm afraid this won't do.
I just can't do anything correctly, it seems.
Oh, Alfred, please go down to the kitchen and have some biscuits and tea and really.
No, Alfred, I'm ever so sorry. You know how she can be. I think you do a fine job, I do. I mean, what's wrong with a few Christmas decorations? That's what I was saying.
Oh, look, Mom, I just can't seem to do anything correctly.
You do lots correctly when we're alone, Alfred.
Oh, I've come in an inopportune time. I was hoping to meet Mr. Alfred and I didn't hear nothing. I'm going to scurry upstairs, maybe do some tidying up. I'm so sorry. Ooh.
We're ever so grateful. Thanks, Betty. Thank you.
Yes,
Oh.
I just can't say anything correct.
It's all right, Alfred. You do your best. We love you. In fact, so does Lady Esmeralda, as we know. Wish I could get rid of her and have you all to myself.
Well, what can I do?
No, you're right. It's the only reason we have our jobs is because she's in love with you. It's almost like every woman who meets you just falls madly in love with you, Alfred. I don't understand it.
I don't understand it either. Nonsense. I am such a worthless human being. I just can't do anything correct.
You do plenty of things correct, Alfred. Trust me, you do lots correct. I'll tell you that for a point.
Well,
Absolutely.
I
But do
appreciate that.
remember, tea isn't until 4. Not till 4.
Oh, yes. Why can't I remember that? It's so simple. And you, everything seems to be so simple for you.
That's because I've been cooking it for such a long time and I never even see the lady. Except for when she doesn't know I'm looking. But I don't have to deal with these people directly. It must be so much pressure on you, Alfred. I'm so sorry. Give us a
is.
kiss. Mm. Oh, Alfred. You sure do the right things right.
Oh, Nance. You make me feel so much better.
Ah, Lady Sybil, I thank you for showing me around the estate. It's really, it's just so fabulously beautiful and enormous.
Yes.
Mm.
Yes.
And you have to say the elegance of the frontage of the house is only matched by your own elegant frontage, if I may be so bold as to say.
Why, thank you, Lord Norman. Lord Norman, I was wondering. Oh,
Ah, Betty, is that your name?
how did you know, Beth?
Blimey! I've seen a ghost! Oh,
Betty? Betty?
What's going on?
And then you fainted, Betty. Is that right? You just clean fainted? But why? Are you poorly? Betty? Betty? There you are.
seen a ghost! I've seen a ghost, I swear!
Whatever do you mean?
It's no Duke. It's no Duke. That's. I know that face anywhere. It's the face of his own father. God rest his soul. That man who's saying he's a Duke. That's my long lost son. I don't know him anywhere. I haven't seen him since he was a child.
Your
Oh,
son
yeah.
is your son. Oh, hello, Lady Sybil. My goodness, how are you? We were just
Tom?
working away.
Lady Sybil, pleasure working here. Oh,
Could we help you with something, Lady Sybil? It's
has
hard to hear
Cat
you.
got your tongue?
We can't hear you.
Has Cat got your
Sybil, we
tongue,
can't hear
lady?
you.
I don't understand why you can't hear me. I must talk to Betty.
Oh,
Yes, ma'am.
you mean you'd
Yes,
like me
ma'am.
to leave?
Excuse us, Miss Nance. If you will excuse us.
All right, I certainly shall.
Betty,
Oh, very
what
much,
do
ma'am.
you know of Lord Norman, Duke of Bridgewater?
Oh, I must have mistaken him for someone else. He couldn't possibly be who I think he is. That would be mad, wouldn't it? Isn't it mad? Oh,
I know you are new here. Where did you work before here? What house were you at?
I've been at many of the great houses, my lady. I've been in houses throughout London. I've been with the Duke of Suffolk. I've been with the Earl of Oxfordshire. I've been in them all. I'm quite skilled. I really am.
And tell me where, in those many great houses at which you've served, tell me where have you met with Lord Norman before?
Well, oh, I'm quite old, and he reminds me of someone that I knew many years ago. That's all. Oh, would have been.
Betty, look at me and tell me where you know him from.
Well, he looks very much like the head butler of the house of the Duke of West Essex, and well, you know, West Sussex, West Essex. The head butler was a very handsome man, and you know, his name was Norman, and I must have just gotten confused because he would be my age now. He would be 60, so Lord Norman would have to be, oh, half the age. He'd have to be, what, 40 years younger? He can't be the head butler, can he?
Thank you, Betty. That's all.
Sybil, come here. I need to talk to you. I really am quite upset by the secret smiles that were going on between you and Lord Norman. This is all our lives you've been doing this. You've been flirting with my boyfriends.
Esmeralda, we have more to be concerned about than my flirting.
I'm not sure about that. This is really at the base of our relationship. I've just started to trust you again, and there you go, trying to take what's mine.
Have I ever tried to take your butler from you? No, indeed not.
Well, that's true. You never liked him, even as children when we all played together. That is true. But that is not what counts now. We must have the Duke to support this house.
I fear the Duke is not our salvation, my dear sister. You should have seen Betty react to him. They came upon him in the garden. Betty was bringing the tea, and she saw him and she fainted.
What?
Grunted her. I went to her. I went to the kitchen. I said, "Where do you know him from?" And she said, "Oh, I can barely bear to say it." Thinks he is the head butler of the Lord of West Essex.
No, I don't believe it. My friends in London told me what an addition he was to the season. What a marvelous partner he was dancing, and what wonderful conversationalist, and how elegantly he dressed and spoke. It's not possible. A butler could not do that. Can you ever see Alfred doing that? No, not possible.
Esmeralda, have Alfred talk to him. He will know. He'll be able to spot another butler in a minute.
I'm not sure, but I will try.
There you are, Betty. You looked a little startled when I saw you outside. Is there something the matter?
Oh, Lord Norman, Tor, very much. I appreciate you talking to me. It's just, you look so very much like a person who was important to me in my past, but he would be in his 60s now. It can't be you.
Well,
Pardon me, sir. I know it's quite impertinent, but is your father named Norman?
no, of course not. My father is Lord of West Essex. I don't know where you're getting these notions from. Anyway, I must go.
West Essex.
Yes,
West
yes.
Essex.
Excuse me, I really am needed. I'm
Son.
Alfred? Alfred?
Oh,
Oh,
yes,
yes,
Lady Esmeralda.
Alfred. Oh, you look much better. Your posture is straighter, your face is determined, that determined face that I've known for so many years. I'm so
Well, thank you, Lady Esmeralda. I had a nice encouragement from Mrs. Johnson.
Oh, yes. So glad we have her. What an excellent cook. And yes, anyway, Alfred, I have a commission for you.
Yes, Lady Esmeralda. Anything for you?
Well, Sybil has this extraordinarily bizarre notion that Lord Norman is not who he says he is. She thinks he was a butler before and has taken on these airs. Now, I do not believe this for an instant, but she thought maybe you could suss out whether there's some chink in his aristocratic armor.
Oh, my goodness, Lady Esmeralda, that is quite the accusation. But yes, I will do my duty and find out what I can.
Oh, please, Alfred, we need that.
Alfred. I had a message that you wished to speak with me. Is it once again to apologize for your incompetence? I don't think I've ever seen such inefficient butlering, and I know plenty about butlering, let me tell you.
Well, that is what I suspected of you.
What, that I would be such an aristocrat as to know how a butler should behave, and having observed butlers intimately for many years, that I should see in you the worst kind.
Now, Lord Norman, I think you and I both know what's going on here.
Yes, I know very well. You're failing your mistresses, and as soon as I've married into this family, the first person through the door, outwards I mean, will be you.
I don't think so. I think you're the one who's going to be leaving, and very, very quickly.
How dare you?
Well, you are no more lord or duke than I am. In fact, I probably could claim it more than you.
How dare you? I'll make sure that not only do you leave here, that you'll never work in any decent house again.
Ha! I'd like to see that.
Well, you will. Just told you you would see it. So there's no point in saying, I look forward to seeing that, or what have you said? Because literally, I just said you would. So there.
Well, I don't think so. I think not. I think you are the imposter here and need to leave immediately.
How dare you? How can you tell I'm an imposter?
I may have not been a head butler for long, but I recognize certain characteristics of a butler
Really?
that you are
Right.
unable
Which
to
one?
hide.
Which ones?
The way you tie your cravat, the
That's right.
way.
That's right. So I was just taught by the by the head butler at the Lord Escus's house just how to tie the bow tie. I always make sure I tie the bow tie properly, sir, just like anybody would.
No, the way you tie a bow tie for a lord is the half Nelson method.
Well, yes.
For-
Well, yes.
for
Always the half
staff,
Nelson method.
It is the
That's
full
right.
Nelson method, and you, sir, are wearing a full Nelson.
Did I get it wrong again, sir? I'm so sorry. Don't punish me again, sir, because all I ever wanted to be was like them. They'll treat me badly and tell me I'm no good at my job, and then, well, I'll never be like them, will I? Never be like them, sir. Oh man.
Well, sir, I know exactly how you feel. I've not been treated exactly with open arms here, but that is part of the job. You have to take the abuse in order to spread the love to your family.
I have heard this accent change, Mr. Not Lord Norman. You have been unmasked, and I have a telegram from the Earl of West Sussex. In fact, identifying his ex-head butler as Norman.
Oh, I'm very sorry, ma'am. I shall leave immediately.
Why, I can explain everything. You see, that yes, Ed Butler's name was Norman, but you know, he's my age, Ed Butler Norman, and he was my husband, and oh, we were so happy working for the Earl of West Sussex and going over to West Essex. You know, they're always going back and forth, those two Wests, they really are.
Really changeable, ain't they, mum? I mean,
Oh, son,
Betty, spit it out.
son, you see, although my husband was Ed Butler, on an affair with the Lord, and he's your real father's son.
so I am the son of a lord.
And in more shame, I left you with your father because I couldn't face you with my terrible shame of your real parentage. One side, just a lady maid in the house, and the other side.
Betty, am I to understand that this Norman is a lord from the wrong side of the sheets?
If all that you mean that, you know, we're not together and not married to each other. And
Yes.
so my son is a bit.
I know. Well, listen, I now understand that I am soiled goods, so I shall go, and perhaps you'll come with me, Betty, Mum, to the only place where such people are welcome, which is the United States of America. We'll get on the boat.
Oh, well,
You're gonna make me cry.
well,
It's fun I've had in ages.
well.
Best of luck to you, Betty.
Good riddance and goodbye, Betty. Good riddance to the man and bon voyage to Betty. Well,
Job, Alfred, I put you down all these years, but you solved our problem. You found the fake Lord. Ah, I wish you every happiness.
well, Alfred.
Stay away from him, Lady Sybil. He's all mine.
Mrs. Johnson, I am not sure of that.
Yes, Mum. I'll get back to the kitchen straight away, Mum.
Oh, you stay here while we clear this up. Alfred?
Yes, Lady Esmeralda.
Do you love Mrs. Johnson?
Well, yes.
Oh. Well,
I'm sorry, Lady Esmeralda, but I could not control my heart.
Well, I never assumed we could be together, even though you've held a place in my heart for so many years. But Alfred, I give you my blessing.
Oh, bless you, lady. Bless you, lady. You're so kind and
Oh,
good. We love
thank
one
you.
another.
Now, Sybil, it's up to us to find a wealthy partner, either you or I. Elsewise, we live here in this decrepit mansion for the rest of our lives.
Dry your tears, Esmeralda. We will carry on, and London will know we're on our way.
Yes, that is it.
California, here we are. We made it, son. We made it. And here we are in ageless California, a century later. Thank you so much for watching our shows tonight. That was Gothic Horror, and that was Upstairs, Downstairs. If you want to learn how to do improv like we just did, sign up with Impro Theater, improtheater.com. We are also a 501c3. You know what? The pandemic was hard on all the improv theaters. Yeah, most of them are gone, but we're not. So if you want to make a donation, please do. And now let's go back and introduce this wonderful cast who did such a great job. Woohoo! Take a wave, everybody. Woo! Let's get both casts. Woo! Here they come, here they come. All right now. Hey, they are. Up.
Up,
There it
up
is.
she pops.
Cheery boy.